Today is the day that we are finally going to get our new refrigerator organized. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that we bought a new refrigerator because our previous one died. It was just not getting cold enough in there. The freezer was still working, but we decided instead of paying a bunch of money to have somebody come out and potentially repair the fridge, we didn't like that one anyway because it was a side-by-side and we really wanted a French door one. You can see it doesn't fully fit. I'm in love with it. The only thing I don't like about it is that it comes out just a little bit far and maybe doesn't have as much height as it could, but still I'm fine with it. If we ever try and sell our house and new owners don't like it, they can buy a new fridge. I'm just all about maximizing the space, and it is crazy the amount of stuff I can fit in this. So step one of organizing your fridge is always to take everything out. I gave it a quick wipe down. It didn't need a lot of deep cleaning because it's new and we've only had it for a couple of weeks, but still even then, there's stuff to clean up. With everything out of the refrigerator, I can play around with some of the new deep organizers I got, and this is one of the best ways that you can take advantage of the depths of some of these deeper refrigerators, because although it's great to have a refrigerator that's deep, if you don't have a way to get to the items in the back, it's just going to be wasted space and you're not going to be taking advantage of it. So these organizers I will link in the description box below. You'll see some of them are a little bit narrower, a couple are wider, so I was just playing around with what fits best and going to organize them while the refrigerator is closed and I can keep that cold air in. I'm doing a few for fruit and vegetables that I always have on hand. We always have avocados. I always have lemons and limes for water, but also for cooking. And then typically have apples, but it rotates. Sometimes I'll have kiwis or clementines or mangoes. So I think that might end up being a miscellaneous fruit bin. And then on the top there, I am going to do one for veggies and another one for kids' pouches or kids' snacks. And I am going to put the ones that are most frequently used lower down so I don't have to pull them out every time and can reach my hand in there and grab stuff. The other higher up ones that I don't use as often, I'm okay with pulling them out. It's almost like a little drawer there.
It's making me hot and he has the same effect on me. I act a little dumber when I try to get his number. I'm so nervous that I'm losing grip on myself. I get a little starstruck when I see him. I couldn't hate him even if I tried. Am I a little crazy to believe that I could wake up with him by my side? I know I could get his attention if I worked it all out. And we got a little tipsy on a Saturday night. Yeah, I want him and I need him. He's got a one-way ticket to my heart. Ticket to my heart.
And you'll see the configuration of our refrigerator is that we have two larger drawers there. I'm going to do one for packaged veggies, like if I get a salad mix or other things like that. And then loose veggies like those bell peppers or cucumbers, I am putting in that top bin that I organized. The other bin is going to be for dairy and cheeses, and the bottom really thin one, I've been playing around with it. I have meat in there right now, but I've also thought about when we buy fruits and stuff, that could be a good spot to put those thin packages of berries, but that space might have to evolve.
Words that you say, but I can't be strong if you can't move on. Don't you think we've had enough?
One of the biggest mistakes you can do if you are organizing your refrigerator is getting organizing happy and actually over-organizing your space and not leaving room for leftovers. A lot of times I see images on like Pinterest or Instagram or even watch YouTube videos where people organize their refrigerator, and I think to myself, where the heck do they put all of their leftovers or the food that they cook, things that are in the middle stages? I do a lot of meal prepping, so I made sure to keep as much space as I could for all of those foods that don't necessarily always have a home. We opted for a refrigerator that has a slim panel on the outside for a water dispenser, and ice is made in the freezer. That means that we have a lot more space in the door, and I'm really happy that we did that. The doors are so deep. I have so much storage space. We can fit a gallon of milk on the door there, which is a game changer compared to our old refrigerator. And something else that I had bought for our previous refrigerator is this glass pitcher that I had to decant our milk into because the gallon size just didn't really fit and took up too much space. I'd put it in our basement refrigerator. I now have space that I can make spa waters, like infused with fruits or cucumbers, or what I'm doing right now is making myself some iced tea. The door I had already kind of organized when I put things in here. I'm not going to buy more organizers for the door, so there's not much rearranging I'm doing here. I do favor the right-hand side of the fridge, so I decided to put my most used items there. I don't know if it's because I'm right-handed and like pulling that door open a little bit more, but I have some drinks on the bottom, main condiments like ketchup, mustard, hot sauces, and then at the top I have butter. On the left side, I have things that I use least often. I think there's tahini up there, some miso paste, and then I have miscellaneous, a lot of Asian type sauces and things like that, like fish sauce or chili sauce. And then below that I have jams and syrup and other jars and containers I might be in the middle of using. Like if there's a jar of pasta sauce, I plan to put that there. There was a chicken stock that was half used that I put there. So again, I'm trying to leave things open so there's room for things that I might not necessarily have at this very moment while I'm organizing my refrigerator. So I thought I was almost done, and then I got an idea that I had this really large Lazy Susan in the pantry, and I just want to play around with it before I go and buy one for my refrigerator. Because of how deep this is, I thought it might be a good idea to use one of the deeper Lazy Susans for little items, and right now I just put pickles on there, but since I filmed this video, I have put some of my small little Tupperware containers on there, little dips and sauces that I make, and I'm so happy having that large Lazy Susan there that I am going to keep it and order a new one to replace that one that I stole from my pantry. For the refrigerator, I'm not going to do a ton of labeling. I don't want to label the actual refrigerator itself. Most things in the refrigerator are clear and self-explanatory, and I don't want to over-label because things do tend to turn over in the refrigerator, as I've been explaining. But the bins that I added in, the organizers, I am going to make some fun little labels because also it just looks really pretty. So I'm going to make some for the fruit and the veggies and keep them as generic as possible. I did opt to write one that says avocado, and my husband already mentioned, like, are you sure you're always going to have avocados? So I might relabel that to be more of like a miscellaneous one, but we'll see how it works out. The other ones, I feel very confident in my label choices.
Had to let go, oh, 'cause something's broken, and I'm the reason. It's not that easy, knowing you'll do better without me, without me, without me. I have tried, yeah, to become better. But I'd lie again if I said it, it'll last forever. I know I make mistakes, it's just the way I am. That's why you
I do get questions about these labels, how they do in the refrigerator and the freezer. They do really well. They also do really well in the dishwasher from my experience, depending on what organizers you put them on. If you want to hand wash the organizers or dishwash them, you want to be careful because some types of organizers, the plastic ones, will melt in the dishwasher. But these types of labels are available on my website for purchase. I haven't done this custom combination of the two fonts before, but if you're ever interested in something custom, just like send me a message. There's a contact form there, or let me know what you're looking for specifically.
out of all my mistakes, hurting you is the worst. I admit I was wrong. There's only one thing to do, the last thing I wanna do.
This was such a fast project, and if I didn't make those labels, it would have been even faster. So this is your sign to go organize your refrigerator. It took me like less than 30 minutes. Thanks so much for joining me. Make sure to like and subscribe, and here is the final after.